Okay.
Yeah,
Just
but
a quick
I mean, it
recap.
is your video for your channel,
I mean,
so
I'm
you should
recording right
introduce
now,
yourself.
so, hello my fellow freaks, I'm your Dark Overlord, the Chaotic Freak, and today we're going to continue playing Dungeons & Dragons. I know, I did that really rushed, I'm sorry, stop laughing everyone. And last time, we were
Never.
taken in as slaves, and then we got off the boat, and then we did things. We're back now. We're no longer, oh yeah, we got off the boat, and now we're on a different boat, we're on a small boat, sailing away from the big boat. Also, I got a wand of magic missiles.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Setter Soul. My character is Dirk.
By the way, Setter Soul here is here. I should probably put the link to his no channel in my videos. Oh, and so is Alex, and so is Colt.
Hello.
Carol's character's name is Derp.
Yes.
Is not.
Hello, Derp. Hello, Derp.
Children.
It's Derpethus. Derp
But
is
Derp-
for short.
I was about to say, your Derp is the shorter version of your name. It's the nickname.
Yeah, I know.
By the way, everyone, last time I also missed some audio
Call
settings.
me-
I think I got things a lot better than last time, so audio settings should be better from now on. So yeah. Alright, let's continue.
Call me Derp whenever I do, like, bad.
Like dirty things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, just, it's Dirk.
All right. So, last time, as Garrick said, our heroes were taken onto a very large boat. Well, one of them was. The other three infiltrated it, saved some would-be slaves, and commandeered a few of their smaller boats to get off. As y'all are sailing away, the larger boat doesn't really turn to come after y'all. They seem to be cutting their losses at this point, and they are making a beeline straight towards the mainland, of which you can't really tell where this is in the world. None of y'all have ever gone this far south.
Are we heading back to the continent we came from, or are we heading to the continent we were headed to?
It's the same continent, but just different ends. Y'all were about halfway through your journey, so you're somewhere in between.
Okay. But we're actually going to stay on the same continent, though.
And yes, it's the same continent, just different part of it.
I thought we were going to a totally different continent. I was
Right.
wrong.
And your sailor introduces himself as Benjamin, after thanking you for saving him and the others.
Benjamin or Benjamin?
Benjamin, he's right here.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was Benjamin or Benjamin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just Benjamin.
Okay.
All right.
Because Colt has to pick
You had Benjamin and all the other ships actually start sailing further south with the wind. You have a southbound wind incoming, so it's much faster heading that way than actually continuing on straight towards the coast. Ahead of you, you notice there are some distinct storm clouds, even in the night sky. Benjamin looks ahead at them and he goes, don't worry, it doesn't look like anything we can't handle in this ship.
Okay, he's a sailor. I, trust him.
All right, y'all can get below deck and take a rest. I'm sure you need it.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you go below, and you all take a short rest. Now, in 5th edition, when you take a short rest, you can spend your hit dice to actually heal yourselves for free. Basically, you have 1 hit dice per level, and during a short rest, you roll whatever your hit dice is, and you get that roll back in hit points.
Oh.
Well, I don't really need to rest for hit points.
I do.
You save yours. You save yours. I already rolled for one time.
Okay.
Alright, so you roll a d8 and you get that many hit points back.
How do
You get 2 hit points back.
How do you do it, just so I know how to, though?
I'm
Yeah.
1 point below full health now.
Okay. Okay. You would take whatever your hit dice is. For Dirk, I believe it's a d10. You roll it, and then that you heal that much over the hour. But you can't do it again. You can't do it again until you finish a long rest.
Okay.
8 hours.
But yeah, so apparently I can only heal 1 point below my maximum health.
All right. So the ship continues onward,
You don't get
Uh,
the ships.
and the seas start getting kind of rough. Even below deck, y'all are feeling it sway back and forth. Can everyone make a Constitution saving throw?
Is this check to see if
I had a feeling.
Are we gonna throw up if you can? 24.
All right.
I got 10.
You wish.
I'm doing all right.
Lil finally got a good roll.
Dirk and the man, you get slightly nauseous, but you're hanging in there.
So the one good roll that Alex gets
It's not
is
too
about
bad.
whether or not she throws up. Let's all work it out.
Yeah, Lilith, you don't even feel it.
Hey, think about how long she's lived and, all the beers she's drank. I'm pretty sure she has a stomach of, like, iron by now.
Yeah,
No,
she
of
also can
diamond.
attack people and like be able to sneak and seduce people and stuff. Being a succubus and all that.
Alright. And then, as you are starting to feel a little bit nauseous, and as the churning of the water is getting pretty intense, you hear Benjamin shout out from the top an orcish curse word, which Lilith is the only one who recognizes it, and it's basically the word for sleeping together, which I don't use.
Look,
And then
I didn't hear what you said. It glitched out, or you didn't say it.
Apparently,
Okay.
Benjamin Orcish said.
Well,
Sorry. Anyway, he said.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Lee, you hear this horrid scraping sound as the boat lurches to a halt and just stops in the water.
Raping. Are we in, like, an iron boat?
No, it's made of pretty tough metal, but you hear like the sound of wood against rock,
Oh, okay.
and the boat comes to a stop. Do you want to go above
That
deck?
sounds bad. Sure, I go up.
You head
Let's
up.
all go up, guys, together.
You head up, and you see this. You are caught in a rock formation. It's much darker out than the map would suggest, and it is kind of raining. Not heavy, but raining.
A light drizzle.
And Benjamin is just walking. He's sort of just walking over here, looking out at the damage. He goes, "Ah, dang it!
What happened?
We've run aground. I didn't notice the rocks and all the waves and the rain. Sorry. Doesn't look too bad. I know a bit of water magic. We might be able to get out of this in a little while."
It says, "Can we just get out and push?"
If-
That was her poor attempt at a joke. Her very poor attempt at a joke.
This
Yeah.
isn't. This isn't Final Fantasy.
Roll charisma for joking.
Okay. Hang on.
Roll a charisma save to not laugh. Ornstein laughs. He finds your joke hilarious.
She rolls her eyes at him. That was her charisma roll, by the way.
So wait.
If you don't want to laugh,
Whoops.
Dirk can't help but laugh.
Okay, hold on. Wait.
Dirk and Lilith cannot help but chuckle.
Oh, there we go.
You got 0,
You-
Colt, Kyle.
Charisma. You already rolled one up there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did just the charisma.
Okay.
No, I
Alright, you all chuckle at the joke.
Come on.
Nemea suddenly feels weird because everyone chuckled at her.
Okay, can
This
everyone
never happened before. Because she's a tiefling.
perception check for me?
Perception check.
Yeah, perception as Benjamin is preparing a ritual of some sort.
I got a 6.
Got a 15.
I got a 6, guys. Aren't you happy for me?
Alright, Dirk, you look out across the water. You see the other ships. They're continuing to sail away. They did not get caught in the rocks. Some of them are looking back and pointing. The sailors also look back and sort of acknowledge that y'all are stuck.
Okay.
You're not sure what they're going to do at this point. But you also see over. They see you. They know something's wrong, but you're not quite sure what they're going to do. You see over here, Dirk, the beginnings of a larger island. Not too much larger, but slightly larger.
There is an island over this way. It's hard to see, but it's there.
Looks kind of small. It's pretty shallow, almost like it's about to be swallowed up by the water any minute. But it's over there.
Okay. It could be swallowed up by the ocean any minute now.
Benjamin goes, "Not likely. We're already at high tide." You look up, and sure enough, the moon is right above you. So.
Oh, all right. Like I said,
Benjamin is
not a sailor.
Benjamin is like marking down some runes, attempting to start his ritual for controlling water. All right.
Oh wait, are they Aran runes? I could read them.
No, they're just.
Or Aqua.
They're actually they're in Draconic, but it's just standard spellcraft stuff.
Okay.
All right, and as you look over at this island, you also see a massive explosion on said island. A huge fireball just flies up into the air around the middle of the island, around here.
Well, that sure
And you hear-
certainly brightens up our day. Night.
You also hear the sound of a woman screaming as this coming from the island after this fireball goes off.
Gosh.
Not my problem. Not my problem. I completed my quest. Just need to get back now.
She heard a scream. She completely ignored it.
He goes, Ornstein's like, "Shouldn't we go see what's going on? What's going on?"
Maya turns to the sailor and says, "How long will it take for you to get us out of here?"
Benjamin curses and scratches out one of his runes. He goes, "A while. I'm a little shaken up here." He restarts. He starts setting the runes again.
She sighs and goes, "Well, we have
Can I give him some words of encouragement?
Nah, he's good. He's good. He just needs some time.
Nemea says, "Well, we have nothing better."
I still want to give him words of encouragement.
Okay, give me a charisma check, Dirk.
I'm trying to use dialogue.
Oh, okay, I didn't do bad.
All right, you're like, "It's okay. Do better." And he goes, "Thank you," and he actually does do better.
Oh, okay, good.
Ah!
And now Ornstein is slowly. You see him like on the side of the ship, slowly getting onto this rock, and he is going to attempt to get down there.
Shake, not shake.
And he slips and falls onto the rock. Goes, "Ow! I'm trying to get to the island." You see a lightning bolt flash across the island, along with another scream. This time saying, "Help me! Help me!"
It sounds like the Hello Neighbor scream.
Now says, "Well, we have nothing better to do while he's setting up those runes." Lilith, lol.
Look, I get what you're doing. I'm just playing in my character. Goodness.
Okay. Alright, and storyteller, or Ornstein, goes, okay, I can do this. It's not that far. Okay, and he is going to attempt to swim.
Nemea pushes him off the rock with her tail.
He rolls with disadvantage. Oh! He dog paddles. He dog paddles over. About halfway. Oh no!
Why do you stretch? Whoa!
He stretches into the fourth.
This ocean.
He stretches into the fourth.
He entered He didn't enter a whirlpool. He entered a warp pool.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so he gets about halfway across, still swimming. What is everyone else doing?
I use my wings.
Well,
to kind
I'm
of,
gonna make sure that
float
storyteller.
across. I was asking if I could use my wings to kind of like float across above the water.
Fly for 30 feet, so you can get to exactly where Ornstein is.
Yeah.
Nemea is going to swim
buddy.
swim over this way. Also, she's making a swim. She's making a swim. Do I have to roll athletics?
All right, and Ornstein's going to continue over here. Well, if you fall into the water at this point, yeah, roll athletics, Nemea.
Natural 20.
And all right, natural 20. Yeah, you swim straight across. Lilith, can you roll athletics with? Yeah, just roll athletics.
Nice job.
It's not the most graceful swimming, but you make it. But you can make it over there. Somehow, the Dragonborn who doesn't know how to swim is swimming better than you. And Dirk, roll athletics, please, if you're coming.
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
Well, Colt.
Come on, Dirk.
Yeah. I was
Yes.
about to. I was gonna say I'm gonna use athletics to run to here and then do a long jump to give myself a nice long dive.
All right, roll athletics.
You're aware that the water isn't that deep, right?
Yep. With your jump and your swimming, you make it you catch up with us easily. You're a very good swimmer. I take it.
Yeah.
All right, you make it onto the rocky shores.
Honestly. Tisk.
And you see like a black fireball just like come across the island, lighting it up. It's like black fire with this white light coming off of it. And it illuminates the island to the point where you can see this.
Toilet.
Can everyone make a perception check, please?
19 or 23.
Alright.
I'm not sure which. I guess it's 19.
It's 19. It's the one on the left, unless you have advantage.
I know. I
makeup
wasn't sure
has
if there was advantage. or
smeared into my eyes. I can't see.
Same.
You have salt in your eyes.
Same.
You're like, oh my gosh.
With advantage, I
Okay.
Actually,
Just not as
Oh,
bad.
right.
I
And
rolled actually lower than she
and
did.
orange.
She has a +2, I only have +3. So I technically rolled lower than she did. My initial roll.
Alright, Dirk, you can see that the fireball came from over here. Off in the distance, you see a very odd gentleman in all black, with a black hood up and this white hair sort of coming down off the hood. And he's just
Hang
holding
on.
this black fire hand, looking into the shrubbery.
Whoa, crazy. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I gotta put Sheik up for a minute.
Okay. Alright. Time stops as Dirk goes and puts his dog out.
Even though we're all outside.
We just say that Dirk secretly carries a puppy with him.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's just a puppy in a pocket dimension behind him.
Poor puppy. Why does the puppy have to be in the pocket dimension? Puppies have rights too. Hashtag puppy rights. Everyone in my comments, everyone who agree with me. Everyone in my comments, if you believe in the rights for puppies, put down hashtag puppy rights in the comments.
What about dogs?
Dogs are just grown-up puppies.
Or doggos?
It's basically the same thing. Puppy rights are dog rights. Because
Doge rights.
in truth, all dogs are puppies. Let's be honest. All dogs are puppies. Especially corgis.
Okay, yeah. Alright. Dirk, you back?
Yes, I'm back. Okay, man, black fire.
Oh,
You also see a woman dressed in black over here,
wow, she's hard to see.
next to this bombed out hut.
Oh wow.
Ha ha
Okay.
ha.
Yeah, I didn't see her at all. until
Yep,
the point
that
where
was my intention. Yep. Except you still don't see her. Yeah, and this hut is also on fire.
And give us those next gen graphics. Yeah, they are.
Yeah. On fire. Ketchup and mustard graphics, yeah. There we go.
I love it.
Alright, you also notice she is not a normal elf or human. She is actually kind of a bird person. Specifically a magpie. Can you give me a knowledge history check, please?
Oh, you read my fire statement?
You think she might be... What?
Did you not see my fire on there? I wrote down.
You think that this might be a Ken? I think it's pretty obvious that it's fire.
Whatever.
You think she's a Kenku, which is a bird-looking person, and
And her name's
most of the time
Valkyrie.
rogues, but this one appears to be under fire. But
All right.
All right.
So they're obviously fighting.
She also looks a little hurt too.
I inform everyone of this.
All right.
There's a man over there with black fire throwing fire at that bird lady in front of us. If you look closely, she's right there. Right there. I point there.
All right, Lilith, you run over to her.
Can I
You run
help
over to
Bird
her?
Lady?
Yes, you can help Bird Lady. Do you go to Bird Lady?
Yes.
She's sort of a little bit startled seeing you. What do you do?
All right. What are you doing over there, Lilith?
I'm gonna help her. There's someone throwing stuff at her,
How
right?
do you know that she's the
Yeah.
bad guy, though?
Yeah, this guy over here. Yeah, that's what I was saying, but
How do you know
that's
that
okay.
How do you know that he didn't get attacked by her, and now she's playing victim?
Trust bird people and
Okay.
other winged beings.
Yes.
I trust winged beings. That's it.
She has no wings, actually. Back away.
Okay, so she's kind of like Tokoyami.
That's
Oh god.
Yeah. Yes.
Just immediately walk away. Oh, you don't have any wings? Fuck you.
She looks over at you. She's sort of clutching her arm. She goes, She goes, I need your help.
Can I sense motive, or what is sense motive now?
That's insight. Insight.
Fuck.
You.
I wanna ask
sure,
her
what's
how
up?
we can help.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll insight.
They're like, okay, she's on fire.
I got a 17
She does appear to be on fire.
insight.
She appears to. Lil's got a 17. All right, both of you. She's hurt and she's definitely under attack. She does not seem to be trying to mislead you. She seems sincere.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know,
And I have my
You're gonna
katana
go over to
out.
him. Okay.
There's a ruler you can use.
By the way, this is a palm tree. This is up in the air. He can see you.
I know. Oh well, okay, then.
Someone's my door. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Hold on, let me roll his. Okay. Apparently, all my NPCs are blind. Lucky y'all. This guy is really focused on the shrubberies over here.
Can I carry her to a safer area away from fireballs?
The only place away from here is, well, back over here and your boat. And while she doesn't have wings, she appears to
on
have
fire?
Alright, I'm
a
back.
set of hands that are just sort of like talons, but also with a thumb.
I'm back, guys.
She has
Everyone miss me?
opposable thumbs and just this magpie face with a very thin
Yes,
beak.
yes, we did.
Yay,
Thank
I'm
you,
And
God.
she's got this pretty gold and white plumage on, as well as some blue feathers running down the center of her head.
Annie.
You
Pretty
can
bird.
introduce her?
All right, Ornstein is going to follow you, Dirk.
Okay.
But
Can
from
I?
a
Nemae's
safe-
gonna come over here and Nemae's gonna heal her.
perhaps.
Nemae's gonna use her healing word spell on her.
All right, use it.
I'm getting to my spells.
Colt.
Hang on.
Yes.
Tell her
You're
she's
fine.
pretty to make her feel better.
You can do your thing. I'm just asking Colt something. Jeez.
No, I wasn't.
Yes. What do you need?
How far can... Okay, how far can I throw my dagger?
How far can you throw? I believe the dagger is 30 feet, and he is just in range.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait until Matt's finished healing.
Healing word. Her arm, the burning just sort of eases up. It starts to return to normal. You see new feathers quickly sprout as the scar just sort of settles. And she goes, "Oh, that's much better. Thanks.
Of course, looking back at punch.
I don't suppose y'all could help me take that guy out."
She goes, "There are 2 people over there doing that."
Oh well.
All right. From
Well,
over
They're
here.
going to need some help. We need to help them. And now I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh, okay.
I,
Throw the dagger first. Well, he doesn't
Uh,
know where I am.
yeah, you'll have a surprise round since he hasn't seen you.
Where is it? Where is it? Where? There it is. Beep. All right, it's not horrible.
What? Okay, apparently I didn't have my character selected. Whoops. Oh, and I... come on now. Hang on. Apparently I'm screwing everything up.
How could you?
I need to apparently reopen Nemea's character sheet. It won't let me. I don't know how to do that, apparently.
Hold on.
Why?
There we go, thank you.
Because I sent it to all of you.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to everyone. Just close it.
Okay, there's Nemea's initiative.
Mia and Lilith, you got a 3. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know why you're not in there. Turn.
Well, I had to select your character token, then
Oh,
roll it. That was
by the way,
mistake
Lilith.
before.
Lilith, let me know whenever you have your shield out because your armor class goes up by 2 when you do.
Does it like hinder my attacks or anything? Okay, well, until I get closer to that guy, I'm gonna keep it down.
Okay, so your AC is 15 right now. All right. Now, for the surprise round, Ornstein is going to walk over here. Oh, wait, I have to roll for this gentleman and our friend here. Okay. So our friend here will be at turn 8. And this gentleman, whom you have never seen before, will be that.
Name's oh,
Alright, Ornstein will take his turn. You see him, the ring flips off of his arm again, and again he points at this guy. He's just pointing at him, peering intently.
So he's like
and
holding
now
his action?
He's casting a spell called True Strike, where he takes a turn to point at them, and he gets advantage on his next attack. Dirk, it is your.
I whisper to Storyteller. I ask him about that and what if I should attack or if I should wait.
He goes, just do whatever. I'll be fine.
I pull out the dagger, give it a little twirl, and then throw it right at him.
Throw the dagger.
Bonuses? Question mark?
Nope. Okay, but
Wow.
okay, the dagger sort of. You're not used to throwing daggers. It's not really your thing as a monster hunter.
Uh-huh.
It sort of flies next to him and lands in the sand, and he's like, "What on earth?" Nemea, it's your turn.
Alright, Nemea, she can move 30 feet.
I look to Storyteller and I just kind of shrug like, whoops.
He goes,
1,
better luck next time.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Nemea's over here. She's going to make her presence known because she's going to attack him with a spell called Sacred Flame if he's within range. Is he? He is... yeah, 35 feet. Okay, so yeah, she's going to use Sacred Flame. Which is right there.
Okay. Dexterity save. Oh. So he, as the flames are just coming down on him, he just sort of hops back, and it's half damage, right?
Yeah,
For that save,
pretty sure. So he only takes 1 point.
or no damage. You
Great
see
spellcasting.
you see like an odd little twinge in his eye as the bit of fire touches him, but he avoids it. He avoids the brunt of it. Lilith, it's your turn.
yay!
What are you gonna do? You gonna seduce the girl?
So
while
is
fighting?
our
Oh,
new
no.
is our little friend? Is she like doing okay? Is it okay to leave her? If she like
Yeah, after healing word, she is actually getting out some daggers and getting ready to attack.
Hey, Colt, question.
Okay, I would like to try to move closer to the man that's trying to murder
Yes.
us.
Why is the turn order
Yes.
all out of whack? Like, shouldn't the 8 be above the 3 and... I feel like those two should be reversed. I don't know
Because
why.
it's now Lilith's turn.
Yeah, but
Oh.
after her is to go.
Oh, Maggie's supposed to go ahead of you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
well.
confused by that.
There you go.
She missed her turn, apparently.
There you go. Maggie uses her turn to get up and prepare her things. Alright, Lilith, go.
Yes. I want to move over here.
Okay, you do so.
Great job. Natural 20.
All right.
On
And now, since it's a surprise round, he loses his... Because y'all surprised him, he loses his turn this round. And now we're back to Ornstein. Ornstein takes out a fireball, and he's going to toss it with advantage. All right, the fireball sails from his hand and smacks the guy, and the guy looks down at it and looks up, and he is just fine.
Oh, cool. So fire apparently,
Okay.
apparently didn't hurt him.
It appeared to have done nothing. Your turn.
Okay. Okay. He's just out of reach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to here, right? Where I'm pointing.
Yeah.
Yes. So right there, and then I'm gonna. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What just happened?
Oh,
Whee!
bye, Kyle.
Bye, Dirk.
Where'd he go?
I don't. Where did?
Dirk entered the Speed Force. Dirk entered the Speed Force, ran around the world, and then came back.
Where did you even go?
Long jump to try and slash it.
Come on now.
Roll athletics check.
And as I'm doing this, I say, "Where do you get off attacking innocent people?" You know, because I failed my thing totally.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Discord real quick.
Roll the athletics check for jumping.
Copy. I'll be right back. Come on, Discord. Hurry up.
Hold on, Matt.
Can you guys hear me?
Who's playing music?
What can you?
2000 now. Good. Okay, I'm back.
Music now?
No, I can't. Matt, are you there?
And now you
Yes.
can?
I'm here.
No, there's no music anymore.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, I don't know why there was music.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Thank you for actually answering now.
So something strange happens as you bring your sword down on top of his head. He looks up at him, and his entire body just sort of splits in half into this sort of cloud of tiny black specks of light. And they reform above your sword as it goes down. Can you give me a perception check real quick?
Sure. Pretty perceptive.
You notice that some of your sword is actually hitting some of the slower ones, which are like bursting into tiny little sparks. And as you get towards his center of mass, where his heart would be, you see a very big one move out of the way of your sword as it goes straight down through him, and his whole body reforms at the top. He winces at you, but otherwise he does not seem to be dying.
Fancy trick.
He goes, I have many more.
Can I use his knowledge history?
It would be knowledge arcana.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have that. Or I can try. Ah!
No idea.
Okay.
Can I roll the
Nemea, it's your... Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Uh,
Actually, would you have seen that? Yeah, roll arcana.
maybe I'll have like a -1 because I didn't see it completely or something like that to it.
Don't worry about it. Just roll arcana.
I already have a -1 to it anyway.
Hmm.
I know nothing.
Nope. You're like, I think he's a bad man.
You know even less than I do.
Yeah.
I think
No.
this guy doesn't like us very much.
Lilith used the multiform technique.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Alright.
come up right
Ornstein
there.
sees this and he goes, "Hey, wait a minute." Ornstein thinks might know, but he can't really talk right now. Maggie, the magpie, Kenku,
You
is
just got my
going to
turn.
move up to here.
What?
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All I did was
I
roll a
am so
knowledge
sorry.
check. That's all I did.
I'm sorry.
That should not be a full turn. I just tried to see if
I'm
I knew
sorry.
something.
I forgot.
I didn't realize it took 6 seconds.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
Okay,
Matt, go.
so as she gets up there, she decides she wants to hit him, so she's gonna use her second first level spell for the day on him. She's going to cast
Sir, you
Guiding
can't
Bolt
move.
on him.
You're next to him.
I didn't try to move. I don't know how that happened. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Namiya, throw it. Oh, guiding bolt. Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Cast level 1. Ooh,
Ooh,
14 radiant damage.
So as he's smirking at Dirk, he looks over to you as you throw this guiding bolt at him, and he goes, "Oh crap!" And you just see the little black wisp just sort of scatter everywhere as the thing goes through him, to the point where his whole body just vanishes, and then all the wisps sort of reconvene further away,
Okay, keep in mind that the guiding bolts have like a light on
and he
him, so, like,
reappears.
so like he's like we're supposed to get I'm supposed to get advantage on my next attack against him because there's like light supposed to like be
The
on him.
wisps are now glowing with a radiant light.
Awesome, cool.
The wisps are glowing with a radiant light. Hold on, let me check something. Would he? Oh, he would have. Hold on. He goes. He is now right here.
Can we clear up a little bit of that space over there so we can see a little better?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. It's hard to see even for me.
Yay! Thank you.
All right. So he's standing on the rocks. It's actually kind of hard to see his dark form, but fortunately for you, he is
Glowing.
He is light. He is glowing. He is glowing. Yeah, he's glowing.
Yes.
There you go. There he is.
Yes.
All right. Now it is Maggie's turn. Maggie is going to run over here and then dash up here.
Hi.
I'm gonna try to say Discord again because my audio
And
is
she's like,
weird.
"Oh,
Magpie, what's yours?
Come on, Discord. Okay, I'm back.
good."
Sorry.
Is it my turn?
Dirk's original name was very on the nose. It was just Leo.
Yes, Lilith, it's your turn. We're just waiting for Matt.
I'm back.
Okay.
You're back. Okay, Lilith, your turn.
I
Go.
already said that.
And I tried to persuade him and not attacking us.
You'd have to get closer to talk to him.
Okay.
You could probably get in front of me and then be like, "Hello, I don't know what's wrong," or whatever.
Yeah, there's good.
I can just walk on over and be like, "Hey, guy, could you just not do what you're doing right now? That'd be great. Really appreciate
Roll persuasion.
it."
Great persuasion technique. Oh my god.
He says, "Very well. I will cease doing what I am doing right now. Instead, you see him split again into this cloud of these black and white wisps, and it just flies completely through all of you. Everyone make dexterity saving throws."
Oh, God.
Ah!
Great wording, Alex.
Dexterity save-
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Attacking us,
Why?
okay.
Okay. Dirk is so
too
distracted.
by Lilith right now. I'm like looking at Lilith like, choose the wording.
Not
All
my
right.
butt.
Lucky y'all. Alright, Nemea, dexterity save?
4.
4? Okay. Alright. And one sentence over here. Alright, so the wisps sort of fly through you, and they're kind of burning as they do. Both you and Dirk take 1 damage
Oh, okay.
as they do. Oh, actually, Dirk, you take 2 damage since you crit failed. And then as they get through you, they all sort of fly up into the air, and they just sort of start blinking really brightly. Blink, 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 blink.
So he's not over on that rock anymore?
Yeah.
No, he is not. And then
But he's still glowing.
you hear, yes, all the wisps are glowing, and he said, you hear a voice coming from each and every one of these things say, "Have fun with my friends," as they all swirl up and fly across the horizon towards the mainland. He disappears.
The man looks at his friends. She like glances around the island real quick.
That's a problem
spot
for
check.
tomorrow.
Everyone make a perception check.
Here come the friends.
X.
Come on, go down where the perception is. Thank you. Okay, apparently as Nemea turned a whole bunch of sand flew into her eyes, she didn't see anything.
What are those?
All right. Lilith and Kirk, or Dirk, sorry.
Captain Kirk!
Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Everyone except
Spot,
Nemea,
spot, though.
you hear the sound of wings buzzing. As you look towards it, you see 2 very large mosquito-looking things flying over from another nearby island that's off over here.
I hate mosquitoes.
Me
They
too.
must burn!
They don't look like that. I just couldn't find an actual thing for them.
Hold on. As I see this, I'm thinking,
Giant
all right, now we're
butterflies.
talking my kind of fight. The hunt
What?
is on.
And
It just
Nemea's like,
means-
what are you talking about?
Yes.
She doesn't see them at all.
Oh, there's mosquitoes heading for
Alright.
us. Giant ones.
Oh, that's nasty.
All right. All right, Lilith, what are you doing? You can take
There's-
another turn. Since we...
There's giant mosquitoes coming at us. Can I, like, attack one?
Yeah, you can run up and attack this one. It's close enough.
Okay.
Oh, can I pick up the dagger that's next to me?
Yes. Yeah, you pick up the dagger. All right, roll an attack.
Work with me. Dang. I'm trying to, like, scroll around to get to my...
You crit failed.
Okay.
Twice, technically, if you look at,
As
you
you
advantage,
go-
you crit failed.
As you go to attack it, you throw your sword,
Ultimate crit.
and it twirls and twirls, and it lands blade down in a bank over here. It's sticking out of the water.
Where?
Okay.
Can you ping it for us?
Right there. Your sword is right there.
I'm not seeing the ping.
Oh, I'm sorry. Apologies.
You're the DM layer, aren't you?
I'm on the wrong layer. There we go.
Oh, right there, I see it. Okay.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice X. X marks the spot.
Alright,
guys.
so your sword is over there. It's in a bank, though. You can walk over there. You'll just get your feet wet.
No!
So that's all
Right,
shallow.
now, Ornstein is going to walk up here. Yes. What's going on? Did we win?
There's
Wait.
giant mosquitoes after us now.
Oh, crud! He's going to attempt to throw a fireball at this one.
Don't hit
Suck
me.
up
I
blood.
swear if you hit me.
Ooh!
Ooh, that's
Okay,
a crit.
so, Lilith, a fireball sails right past your head, just far enough so that it warms you but does not hurt you, and smacks this mosquito right in the face. The mosquito's body is incinerated, and its wings are just twirled down to the ground.
Really? Only with 3 damage? Interesting. Okay.
Maybe the rate to fire.
And it was
Plus,
yeah.
don't forget he also critted.
Well, it adds the crit damage. With crit damage, it was a 3.
Yeah, it would have been a 2.
Well, maybe the rate to fire.
Of course. As that one dies, 2 more take its place. As another one and another one come out from the sea.
From the DM layer, you mean?
So these things aren't... How big are they relative to us?
They're about the size of a bird.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're big mosquitoes, but they're not big mosquitoes.
No.
All right. Fair enough.
All right, now it is Dirk's turn.
Huh. Can I... How tall is this thing?
Not very. It's like you're gonna step over it.
Okay. I'm gonna go over here and pick up her sword to throw it to here.
Okay. All right, you do that.
I don't want to risk hitting her with it, so I run here, pick up the sword,
Yeah.
and throw it
Okay.
over to here.
Yeah. All right. And are you gonna attack now?
Can I?
Actually, no. The throwing the sword over here would be the attack.
Yeah.
That would be
Alright.
your action.
You attacked.
Alright,
okay.
Great job.
The sword is now here. All right.
Yay!
Nemea, your turn.
All right, Maya.
Sword.
She's a little weirded out by the fact that fire made 2 more mosquitoes appear, but she's gonna try the same thing. Oh dear.
I don't think they just appeared from the corpse. They're coming from
I
the
know.
ocean
I was
this
making
way.
a joke.
Dirk, as you go out there, you notice 2 more coming over.
Okay.
Oh,
Maya is going to use
wonderful.
Sacred Flame.
There's an island across the
This
way.
one right here. Okay.
All right. Do it, and I'll do the save.
DC 13.
Yep.
Did you pass or fail?
All right. Roll damage. Failed. Roll damage.
Come on. Roll for it.
Yep. All right. This one burst into flames.
Yeah, don't know the second one. It was the first one. Because I had kicked him twice
Alright.
instantly.
Maggie is going to run up and attempt to throw a dart.
Of course, 3 damage is still killed, but whatever.
She throws her dart, and she hits. And she hits. Hold on. Yeah. All right. And it deals deadly damage. All right.
So at least 3.
She throws the dart at this. So, Dirk, a dart whizzes past your head and smacks this one in the face.
Which one?
And it falls over. Hold on.
I'm guessing this one? Yeah.
Yeah. And that one falls into the water. And now it is this boy's turn. He is going to turn and look at this nice juicy snack being soaked for him. He's going to come up and attack you.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Please don't buzz me.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
So terrifying. I don't like buzzing.
He hits 17. 17.
Okay, that
That
hits.
hits. Okay. And he latches onto you. It puts his proboscis like in your arm.
Ah!
And it deals 7 damage as it goes.
Oh my
As it
god!
starts sucking away.
Die easy, but boy, do they hit hard.
Ah! I'm looking a little woozy, you guys, and pale.
I'm gonna use all my first level spells for the day.
Oh, did you subtract the 7 from your?
I did.
Okay. All right, and now it is. Oh. This one's dead. Oh, right, you sacred flamed it. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, he did. All right, so now it's Lilith's turn. Lilith, your sword is now next to you.
I want to pick up my sword if I can attack this one.
Yeah, you can do that.
Just do
Roll your
it.
attack.
Ah!
That hits. Roll damage.
Very nice.
You cut the thing in half. Buzz. He goes buzz, and it falls apart. It one final buzz.
Can I take anything from its body?
You're still being attacked.
Dirk can.
All right, Ornstein.
Hey, that's my thing with monsters.
Yeah, like I said, Dirk can.
I was gonna do that after all this, though.
Right, you
All right, Ornstein is going to.
Yeah, especially when I have
What?
2 health left, mind you.
Lol.
What is the range on magic missile? Okay, yeah, easily. All right, Ornstein pulls out. Once again, he has the floating ring. He takes both his hands. You see 3 of his fingers on either hand glowing, and he just throws them through the ring, and 3 magic missiles pop out and go to hit the remaining 2. And that deals.
Dude, should I be worried since one of them is latched onto me?
It's
Oh, don't worry. It's able to be stuck
Doop.
in your body forever from now on. That's all.
pew pew pew. But this one gets hailed by 2 missiles, and 1 missile comes over and just smacks this one up, right off its proboscis. So its mouth is still in you, but it is dead.
You can reach and pull its mouth out.
So there's like a little, there's like a little bit of blood going, like a dead tick's head.
Yeah, you can take that out.
Okay, I pull it out. Ah.
Maggie puts her remaining darts away and goes, thanks for the save, guys.
Can I use survival to see if there's any salvageable materials from these dead mosquito things?
Do it.
Hey, 23.
Yep. You gather up the proboscises and the wings. The proboscises can make decent quality darts,
Okay.
and the wings look cool. You think you might be able to find a use for them.
All
The
right.
guts of most of them, however, are spilled out into the ocean. There's really nothing there for you. So you have monster parts.
How many? Is it just gonna be called monster parts?
Let's go with 5 proboscis.
Okay. 5.
And
How much do they weigh? 0.5 or something?
nothing. They weigh nothing.
Okay.
They're tiny.
Makes sense.
And let's go with 6 wings. 6 pairs of wings.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Maggie goes, I thought he wouldn't follow me here. I was coming over to check this pond over here for...
Oh,
See
you
if
all
it had
see
any
me
fresh-
carving these things off of the dead bodies with my dagger.
And she's talking to Lilith and Nemia and Ornstein. She goes, I was trying to find some water, fresh water, but this little well here is contaminated as well. Shame. And he even followed me out here.
The man
Didn't
says,
think
"What
he
do you mean
would.
as well."
Oh, well, that thing, that man, I suppose, he's been attacking my village, our settlement, for the past few days. I didn't think he would try to follow me out here trying to get our water back, but sadly he did, and it was pointless anyway. The well is salt.
Well, that sucks.
Hmm.
That was such a
I
reaction.
don't suppose I could use your... Don't suppose I could catch a ride on your boat?
Would you like a ride back to your village?
Because that'd be great. Because he burned my boat.
Well,
Why
that
was he
sucks.
attacking you?
He's been attacking our village for the past 2 days. I guess he just saw me as an easy target. I'm one of the few who can help push him back whenever he does show up. Sal and Abel can too, but I mean, without me there, he might actually be able to hurt them next time. I can take you back to the village. Are those other ships yours as well? She points out all the other 3 ships that the people were on are just sort of circling around waiting for y'all.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, those are ours
So.
too.
Good. Great. A bunch of elves, I take it. Mostly.
Mostly.
Well, as long as they're not prudes, I'm sure they can find a place there for now. Y'all don't seem to be well prepared for a storm.
Well, we were supposed to be out of the water a long time ago.
Well, it is what it is. Let's go. I'll take y'all to the secret entrance to the village. And
Why is it...
she begins walking towards y'all's ship. Okay. Everyone make athletics checks to swim back to the ship.
Is that necessary? I mean, we're just gonna be swimming back and taken out to sea.
It's... Oh no. This is why it's necessary. Ornstein gets in the water, all confident. He goes, yay! And then a big wave hits him in the face. He goes, oh no, help! Ornstein is currently drowning.
Can I get him?
Yeah, with that 23, you're good. Yeah, you can you pick him up and he's like, thank you. And he comes with you.
Sure thing.
Maggie easily passes her check.
It's stupid. Why are you not scrolling anymore?
Alright. As y'all get back here, using the rock, you can climb back up on it. Maggie comes too. And you see Benjamin. Benjamin is standing in this glowing circle of runes, speaking something in Draconic, and then he finally finishes it. His hands glow, and the water around the ship rises, lifting it up out of this pocket he managed to get it into, and it moves out of the way. And back onto open seas. Alright. Alright. And you continue on.
It's dark. I can't see.
Alright,
I'm blind!
you've gone blind. Alright, hold on one moment.
And by the way,
Alright,
Kyle,
so,
Nemea
as
says
y'all...
to heal you, she uses her healer's kit to try and heal you, I guess, because she has nothing better to do with her time. Where's my healer's kit? I need to roll for that, see how much I heal for you. Right there. There we go. There you go.
I'm not very good with introductions. What was your name again?
Nemea?
Maggie.
Oh, well,
Oh.
okay.
I don't know who you're talking to. I was healing you, and then you... Okay.
Yeah, you heal...
I was talking to Namea. Because we haven't really introduced ourselves to any of us.
Dirk, you heal 8 hit points.
Heal 8? Okay.
Okay, as she's healing you,
I'm
she
at
goes,
10.
When you ask that, she goes...
One
"Oh,
health
it's
below."
Nemea."
Ah. I'm Dirk.
She goes, I remember.
I offer a hand for you to shake.
She's busy healing you.
Awkwardly.
She's busy healing you, but she seems
Right.
to not really be caring about the handshake idea.
Alright, I just kind of reclusively pull it back and look away.
She just continues healing you, and then you get back to 10 HP.
Okay.
Ornstein's standing at the back of the boat going, "Aww, it's so cute."
She goes, what is?
Shut up!
Alright,
You don't know anything, storyteller.
that's not even my name.
She goes, what's...
Yeah,
Seems
well,
like good writing material for you.
Cackling while watching this display, and she starts talking with Benjamin about where to actually go with the ship.
you know, come to think of it, we haven't really introduced any of us.
Oh, I'm Ornstein, the storyteller, apparently.
You called yourself a storyteller.
Oh, yes, that's my profession, not my name.
Yeah, alright,
What if I called you Proboscis Collector?
That's one thing I did. That's not my profession.
Nemea says he also collected wings, don't forget.
Pretty close.
That's right. See, they got my back.
Details.
Why don't we just call him Scavenger?
Man says, "Oh, that works."
And what
Or
should
you
we
could
call
call me-
you?
Or you could call me
Winged
Dirkeethus.
tiefling
That's
lady?
my name.
Derp. Okay, Derp.
Who are you, winged tiefling lady? He says to you, Lilith.
The man says, "She is clearly
I'm
not a
Lilith.
tiefling."
I've been here and there.
Looks like a tiefling to everyone who doesn't know what she is.
Well, okay, I think that
She's got
Indiana would
horns
know
and
because
demon
she's a
parts. She looks like a
and
tiefling.
Any other demonic creature because she herself is a tiefling.
She might. She might. No one else would.
Okay, well, she says she's clearly not a tiefling. Because to her, she's clearly not. She may not know what she
Lilith
is, but
looks
she
like a
knows she's
tiefling
not
to
a
you.
tiefling. Or what?
Fair knowledge versus character knowledge. Alright, anyway. Maggie actually has the boat get in front of all the others as she leads them down the coast. You get to a big cliff wall on the coast that the water is just lapping against this massive wall. And she points to what appears to be a rather small cave. It looks like it would be a tight fit for ships even this small. And she just says, "Yes, that's it. Try to get in there without breaking the ship." And Benjamin, how does he do? He gets you in there safe and sound, like throwing a needle.
Nicely done,
All the-
Benjamin.
Yes, thank you. The others, one of them smacks the side. The one after that gets through okay. And the one after that also gets through okay. Ahead of you, you see this sort of caved-in landmass. It's almost like a slope leading up onto the mainland. Above you, it is just the massive wall, and as you get out from under that, you can see the night sky up above you, or rather the clouds that are currently raining down on you. Rain sort of petering out though. Lucky y'all. And ahead of you, hold on. Turn on. Oh, I didn't turn on Fog of War. Did y'all see everything?
Yes,
Yes.
Dark.
Never
we've
mind.
been seeing everything.
I wasn't looking around, but I could see everything.
I don't remember all the names. I just remembered a couple of
Never
things.
mind.
Oh, there we go.
I messed up. Okay. And you come to hit this ahead of you. You see just sort of a windmill place, and it's kind of open to the air. And there's sort of what appears to be like the silver lizard type man there hammering away at something. And he turns over and he just sees all these ships approaching his tiny little fishing dock. And he stops what he's doing and walks down towards it.
Well, this isn't our land, so isn't it Maggie's?
Yes, this is Maggie's village. You can see a whole bunch of ramshackle houses going up the slope up towards the mainland. A lot of them just seem poorly maintained. There's a tower over to the left of the village and one bigger tent straight down the center. Right. The silver lizard folk comes down to the dock as y'all come up alongside the fishing pier and weigh anchor. There's barely enough room for all 4 ships. He comes over to your boat first, since that's where Maggie is. As Maggie is disembarking, he goes, "I see your search went a little differently than we had hoped. You didn't find any water, but we do have some new friends, I take it." To which Maggie just responds, "Yep, got attacked by Wispy." Sal just sort of nods knowingly. He goes, "We saw him fly over shortly after you left. I'm sorry there was nothing we could do."
Wispy. Can you tell us about this Wispy?
It's just that's what Abel calls him. We're not really sure. we're not really sure what he is, but he comes over and tries to set fire to things a lot. He just keeps harassing us, trying. He almost killed one of our villagers the other day, but luckily we stopped him. But he's been getting bolder. I mean, flying out to sea just to get Maggie?
Any idea what he wants?
Us dead. That's all I can think of with his sabotage. I just don't know. I'm not an expert on things like this.
Hey, Colt.
Maggie just sort of walks up the pier and into the town. He goes, yes.
I understand that he sabotaged the water supply to make it so no one could actually drink it. However, you also realize that whenever Maggie was explaining that, she didn't mention that, right? She said he's attacking her village, and he.
No, she did. She said it was poison.
I never heard her say the water was poison. I just heard her say
She said it was salty. She said it was salt water.
She was talking about I thought she was talking about the pond that she
Yeah.
explored. She didn't mention any of the water in the village.
Yeah. The water in the village, you can see there's the ocean, which is salt water, and you don't see anything else. You don't see any other source of water around here.
Okay, so he didn't sabotage any water supply?
Yeah, it looks pretty barren with all the dead trees and...
No.
Okay, I thought that he had sabotaged the water
No.
supply.
Maggie walks over into the village. She goes, you can give all... She looks back at Sal. She goes, you can give all them the details of our little village. I'm going to go talk with Abel. He goes, Sal just says bye to her and looks at all y'all. He goes, well...
I'm thinking how
Pretty
many you
colors.
can have.
You can literally,
So Lilith is suddenly coming down with all sorts of random diseases.
and stats, elements, and stats, buffs, and nerfs and stuff.
Lilith suddenly becomes horribly diseased. Lilith is now horribly diseased for some reason.
Oh my god.
Sal's watching. He goes, well,
I'm feeling a
Welcome
little
to
What's
Mothball.
happening to you?
He's like, even I can't cure that. I don't have the cleric here.
So I was like, we have a temple if you'd like to go pray for your life. Otherwise, please. Anyway,
I don't quite
Anyway.
believe in gods.
Kyle, you have to roll medicine for every single disease
You're a
he has
demon.
active right now.
you know for a fact.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Okay, so fail, fail, fail.
I mean,
Okay, there's one. I got one of them.
guys,
Yes.
guys,
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
guys,
Yes.
guys,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, we're here. We're just having a little fun.
Okay. All right. So I was like, okay, well, welcome to the wonderful town of Mosswall. Please. Well, we don't really have any vacancies that are currently livable. All the good houses are taken, either by the orcs or some of the other Kenku. And, well, this place is mine. He points over to the non-functional windmill that he's currently using as a smithy. He goes, I hope you have some bunks on those ships, because there's really not many places to stay here. But as long as y'all are civil, you're welcome to stay for as long as you need to. Actually, he looks you up and down. Y'all look pretty capable for, well, outsiders. Any response?
Actually, as he says this, I say, look, I completed my quest. I need to go report in that the, what do you call it? I guess the prisoners are safe. Unless you have something more for me here, then I'll be on my way. It was nice traveling with you all.
Not sure where you're going to be on your way to. You do know where you are, right?
Well, what's the continent we're in again?
I don't know about continent names.
Okay.
But please stay out of my... Ma'am, please stay out of my smithy.
the country that we're from.
I don't know about your other countries.
Well, I think he's asking you
This is what, well, the orcs affectionately... Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't come up with the names because they weren't important.
Okay. Well, I reply with whatever country we're actually from.
I've never heard of that, but I do know what this region is called. Have you heard of the Vortex before? Can everyone roll knowledge history, please? History. Oh.
No, that was you. Never mind. Yes, I've heard of it. Pretty much everyone but Alex
All right.
has.
Everyone, Lilith, you've heard the name. You don't know anything about it. This is a
The
region of
oldest
land.
person here doesn't know Jack.
Region of land and islands that is completely uncharted.
Completely
No
uncharted?
exploratory. Yes, no exploratory
Nathan
expedition to this land has ever returned from this land. It is considered highly dangerous, filled with wild magic and monsters, and pretty much the only way to get past it is by sailing really far away from the coast on a very big vessel like the one you were on that was just destroyed.
Okay, this wasn't okay. This wasn't the
It's like-
original area we were going to be
it's like-
going to on the boat, right? Like this is not our destination. Right?
No, it is not. It
So-
is not. It's about halfway to where you were really going.
Okay, so we can actually just get out back on the boats and then continue heading out again.
I would not recommend that, especially with those things. How did y'all manage to make it this far in such tiny boats?
We had sailors.
He asks you.
I'm just
Yeah.
staying silent.
We had sailors. I don't know. I don't know anything about boats.
It's like,
Honestly, we're just kind of going with the flow here. We're not even really sure.
Okay. Look,
did you see any
I-
sea monsters on your way here?
Well, no, nothing like that.
You mean like sharks?
Massive sea
Mosquitoes count.
monsters. Oh, no.
Saw a dolphin or two.
I think I saw a giant
This
turtle
is
as we passed
something
by.
of the eye of the vortex. This is as peaceful as it gets. The further away you get from, about this village, the worse things become.
So we travel on land then. So what's that? We just travel on land. And go to the
I know.
destination.
Again, the vortex extends into the land. I've seen cyclopses and worse roaming out there. The bugbears alone could tear you apart. And they're everywhere. Oh, except here, luckily.
What's a bugbear? A bear made of bugs?
Maybe there is something here for me.
Well, what are all of your professions, per se?
I'm a monster hunter.
I'm a cleric.
Excellent. Ornstein replies with, I tell stories. He sends up some fireworks with his ring as he says this.
Roll to determine how good they looked.
Lilith,
I'm just a barmaid. Don't mind me.
I mean, the orcs will like you.
I can speak Orcish.
hmm
And
That's
Nemea-
why.
Nemea's
You
like, I'm a
served
healer.
a lot of them. Nemea, do you answer him with your...
I already did. But you ignored me.
Excellent. We could use more of you.
Actually, Nemea looks around.
You roboted out.
Oh.
You turned into a
looks
robot.
around, she actually says, this place might be barren, but it actually is pretty away from public eye. It might not be a bad idea for me to stay here for a while.
I'd be happy to let you. I'm sure Abel or Garcenta would as well, but we are sort of in dire straits. We're low on water and food, and we have that wisp thing coming down here every now and then.
Are there any monster hunting guilds around here? Because if there are, you have the right pay.
Guilds.
Huh?
Guilds? No, maybe the orcs would like to join you on some of your hunts, but no, nothing so formal as a guild.
I don't normally work with others anymore.
No, neither do I. He gestures to a smithy. I'm the only craftsman of any kind in this whole town. Luckily, I'm pretty good at my job.
Nemea turns to Ornstein, and she says, "You know,
Actually,
I've seen sorcerers
if you
before."
are a monster,
Can I continue?
you've seen some. What?
Can you hear me?
Yes, continue.
What did you?
Okay, Nemea says, Nemea turns to Ornstein, she goes, "I've seen sorcerers before use a spell called Conjure Water. Can you use that?"
He shrugs. Nope.
Awesome.
Sal chuckles. He goes, "We have our own cleric who can do that for a bit, for sometimes a day, but it's not enough. It's barely sustaining us, and we're starting to die of thirst."
So Nemea can do that also. She just
Look,
doesn't
if you have the
Ah.
pay, I can brave those monsters out there and find you a water source.
I don't have much gold, but I have my skills. Well, as long as I can keep things heated.
Then let's work
As you
out a
can-
little trade. I bring you monster
Aye.
supplies, you make me the equipment I want, and I bring you the water.
Excellent. Sounds like a good deal to me, but I also need fuel for my forge. At the moment, I have to contend with throwing firebolts at the metal until it's hot enough, and it just isn't enough or consistent enough to make good equipment. He gestures to some spears and swords he has on a rack, and they're not the best looking. What?
I said, can
He goes, Tinder is.
giant mosquito resistant.
It's just.
As like, stuff to burn.
No, I need coal or something magical. Something more consistent than wood or insect wings. The kobolds nearby, we have an agreement with them. They protect us, I supply them with weapons, but it's just, I can barely make the shipments they request with the resources I have here. I think Abel was talking about a water supply that he had scryed. If you talk to him, he can probably point you to it, and maybe you can secure us something. And I'll be happy to make
you can't use all these dead trees as fuel. Chop
As
down.
I said, it's not consistent enough. The heat I need. The iron here is just harder than other places, which is good when making weapons, not so good when you need to fill timed requests. Anyway, I will be happy
Any
to.
villages you can get shipments from?
I have no idea what you just said. You were
Villages.
really very quiet.
We're the only one I know of in the entire vortex, other than the kobolds. But they supply me with the iron, but they haven't found any coal. So I'd say go speak with Sal about the water. That's more important than my smithing. I can survive on my spells, but otherwise, without water, we're all going to die. It's as simple as that. Head to the big tent up at the center of town. Abel's bound to be around there somewhere. I'll speak with your guests that you've brought. No, this tent.
Oh, I wasn't zoomed out enough to see that. Oops.
All right, Sal. Sal walks over to the people who are disembarking the ship and begins talking with them about where they are. And I take it you all walk up over there. This map isn't like word for word. It's more just a generalization of where y'all are in the town. So you pass by this big old tower. You see a very tall gray woman, like with this like holy symbol around her neck, just sort of arranging dead twigs outside of the tower. She waves at you as you pass.
I give her a short little wave back, just a little.
Mm-hmm. All right, she goes back to arranging her twigs. All right, as you reach the big tent, you actually see from afar that Maggie is speaking with a small goblin that has a blue beard and bright blue hair. He's just sort of looking at her and nodding as she's talking. He looks back at you and looks back to her. He goes, I. Maggie looks at them. He goes, and here are the heroes now. I take it Sal talked to you? Maggie asks.
Dirk, you're up.
Is that the guy we were just talking to?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked to him. You realize
Okay.
Dirk is supposed to be
So,
the one that doesn't really talk
turns to the
much.
goblin.
He's
So
the
is-
most
so is the mayor.
unsociable.
Nemea doesn't trust anyone. Who here is sociable then?
So is Lilith, and I can't talk to myself, so it can't be one.
He only talks when the job needs to get done. As much as possible.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, this is what happens when you have a party full of loners.
I normally do more sociable characters. I wanted to do a change of pace though.
Alright, fine. Nemea will be
Alright.
try to be a bit more sociable.
So
since
the goblin sort of
scenario
looks
where
up at
she-
y'all. He goes,
Nemea will be more sociable in this area.
mm-hmm.
Dirk will talk if they're talking about like forms of payment and stuff like that. Otherwise, he's
Mm-hmm.
not so sociable.
Okay.
Oops.
Alright, Maggie sort of walks off, leaving you to Abel. She goes, good luck.
Yeah, because we knew his name was Abel before now. Great job.
Alright, and Abel looks up at you. She goes, it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
He goes, oh, he goes, aye, mateys. My name be Abel. I'd welcome you to our fine city, to our fine village, but it ain't so fine at the moment. I take it you're willing to help out with that if you want you and your friends to be able to stay at our fine dock, he says, a little gleam in his eye.
You're offering us the ability to just stay here for helping you find water.
Find water? Aye. The ocean waters be foul. Purifying it or conjuring our own just doesn't fit our needs. But I may have found us a new one. He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a little goblin-sized crystal ball. He looks into it, and you see his eyes just sort of glow as he does. He goes, I see where we can find our water. Used to be a stream running through here, close by. Would be, but dried up a month ago, about when Wispies showed up. And I just figured out what happened. Sorry, his accent keeps changing. He's supposed to sound like a pirate. He is wearing a tricorn hat and like this goblin-sized pirate coat. Like what you'd see a pirate captain wear. He goes, there be a mountain, not too far from here. At the top, a magic pond. The pond's been stopped up lately, is what I see. Stopped up by that wispy monster that keeps popping in. If you could head over there, see what blockage is keeping it from us, undo it, I'd be very grateful. If you also managed to find and kill that thing, I'd be doubly grateful.
Wispy.
Wispy is what we affectionately refer to him as. I'm sure he has some grandiose name for himself, but I don't care to learn it.
Can I do insight on him? Okay, whatever.
He seems to know what he's doing. He's all business.
Also, several other going
I
inside.
go myself, but I go. Oh, Nemea, this is a guy who he's kind of frustrated, and you seem to be providing him with some sense of relief. The fact that he thinks he seems to think he's forcing you into doing something for him, despite whether you're actually going to do it or not. But he does genuinely want to help the village with this. He goes, I go to unclog the water myself, but if I leave the village, Wispy will definitely attack, and then without me, he'll probably kill everyone. Can't have that.
Could act as
Essentially-
guards for the town if you'd like. We'd probably be better at that.
Wait, I'm sorry, what'd you say, Alex?
Well, it seems like we're going to be stuck here for some time. So, Alex?
I was saying that we could like help guard the town while he goes and does
Yeah.
what he needs to do.
I was about to recommend that also. I was gonna say instead of
Roll
us traveling-
persuasion with disadvantage. That's not
Yeah.
He goes,
Oh.
no, I'll not be taking the hard job, especially with me bum leg. He pats his leg. I can't walk that far. It's still at least a good day's journey away from here.
A little annoyed, Dirk replies, then why even suggest that you could go there yourself?
In case you were wondering why I hadn't just unplugged it myself. Can't make it. And Sal has to be at the forge 24/7, or else the kobolds will be up our bums. And Maggie is, well, Maggie. But y'all's skill set seems to be suited for going out big mountains and taking out people and opening rivers. I think you'd have an easy time of it.
I think you just called us plumbers.
Well, it seems like we're going to be stuck here for a while, and we're nowhere near our home country.
Well, the mountain's not far from here. In fact, you could probably see it if you just step away from Garcenta's tent. It's up there. He points up to the horizon. You can see the peak of a mountain just over the hill. He goes, I believe the pond is about halfway up. It's hard to tell with this thing sometimes. He's still looking into his crystal ball. Head over there, get up the mountain, and don't kill any kobolds you happen to come by. Just tell them you're working for Mosswall. They'll leave you alone. Or they should. If they don't, then you can kill them.
And what do we get in return?
I'll let you and your posse, he points back to all the passengers, stay in Mosswall. And it's the nicest place for, well, a very long time. So it's a good deal. If I do say so myself. You can also keep whatever you happen to find up there. If you find anything.
All right.
Water, of course.
It's good enough for me. But don't lump me together with this lot.
I don't have to lump you together. You just have to pick up there and get our water back. Then you can stay as long as you wish. Abel sort of walks away. He's kind of actually before he can walk away, you hear a voice from inside the tent go, Abel, could you come in here? He turns back to the tent and goes, oh, I gotta be going, and y'all best either head out now or rest up. I'll talk to you later. He opens the door very slightly and then immediately closes it once he's on the inside, leaving y'all alone in the center of town.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to go back to the smithy guy, see if he can turn these things into darts.
Okay. Ornstein, I'm going to go take a nap on the ship. And he walks back to the boat and sleeps on it. Sal is just finishing up explaining the situation to all the passengers. There are actually some children and some moms and dads there and the sailors. He just explains everything to them. They just reluctantly nod and stay on the ship to rest for the night. He sees you approaching with the proboscises and he goes, where did you get those? What on earth are they?
Wispy attacked us, and he called these, well, used to be living creatures as friends.
Oh, I see. Oh, these are sturge mouths. I see. What do you want to do with them?
Is there anything you can craft them into?
Either darts or arrows. What would you prefer?
Colt, question. When you say darts, does that mean I need like a blow thingy, or are they like darts that I would like?
You can throw them.
Like throw.
You can
Okay.
throw them.
Let's make some darts.
All right. You can convert all those into darts.
What about these wings? Can they make them more accurate or anything of that nature?
Wings? Oh, interesting. Yes, let me tinker around with these for the night. I'll get back to you in the morning. I still have one more sword to get ready for the kobolds. And
Okay.
he throws a firebolt at a sword on a anvil and starts whacking it with a hammer. Smack.
Okay. I give him all 5 proboscises and all 6 wings.
All right. And he sets them on he gently sets them out on a table and goes back to his sword.
While everyone's doing
Nemea, where are you
things,
headed?
Nemea is actually coming over here, away from where everyone else is, and she's gonna. Well, I guess you already saw this. She's basically talking to an amulet she has, trying to converse with it about what's going on, like more, and basically asking
Okay.
Weirdo.
Anything you need?
She's asking it about Wispy and about new spells that might be helpful in the coming days that she can use. Hello?
Roll an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay. So Kyle, you'd see me talking to an amulet, like a crazy person.
Okay.
15.
I'm taking note of it, but I'm looking over to the left where that woman was with the twig. I was about to head there.
She is no longer outside. The twigs are set up and just interesting. Your amulet says he is called the Wisp King. He cannot stand against holy light, but everything else he is resistant against.
So radiant
Even
spells
physical
would be-
damage,
so
just not
radiant
too much.
spells would be pretty helpful then.
He has another power. Something strange. Something. Yes, he has something else. Something strange. It's not his own, but something he is stealing from something. I do not know anymore. And the amulet closes up.
Awesome.
Click.
She puts it away.
Alright. So the door is open. She is no longer outside, though. Lilith, what are you doing?
You were saying that there was like orcs and stuff around here, right?
There you find a sort of makeshift longhouse where the orcs are just inside drinking something. You'd call it alcohol. It smells bad, but it also smells watered down, which sort of counteracts its horrid smell.
Did I sit down and have a drink with them and try to gain some intelligence about the nearby areas?
Make a Constitution saving throw for the alcohol and a Charisma check
Not
with
fine.
advantage. Cool. Yeah, that's a Charisma save.
Sorry, wrong thing.
I would count it.
That's a save.
Where is the charisma?
That's another save. That's a save. All right. You get some information. They mentioned that
Wait.
around here there's pretty good hunting ground.
Is she
Nothing-
still rolling?
It's not that hard to check, and she's a barkeep. She knows how to talk to people.
Well, it's just all I'm seeing is the one charisma save that she did. It sounded like you were saying she did others. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, good.
What's the white square? Get it together, Colt.
All right. Yep. Don't worry about it. Ignore the white square. Anyway, yeah, you're knocking back drinks with them, and they mention how there's pretty good hunting around here for the area it's in. In this area in particular, there's a good amount of animals. Not quite enough that they can stay properly fed, but enough to stave off starvation. And they also mention one of the only things that troubles them is cockatrices nearby, which turn people to stone. And they go, that's how Grenache lost his hand. One of them beat him, turned him to stone. Pals didn't know what to do with him. They thought it was just the layer outside. They smacked him, broke his hand off. Next day, he stops being stone. But so did his hand while it wasn't on him. Yeah, he was so ticked at them. But he got a hook now, so he's good.
the best way to kill a cockatrice, anyways?
They mention it's basically just a big chicken that turns people to stone when it bites them.
Wonderful.
I would know how to do that because I'm a monster hunter.
Alright, Dirk, are you going into the tower?
Yeah, I was coming to investigate this woman that had waved to
Hi.
us. As I enter the hall, I say hello.
Hello? You see her, she's very large and just this very almost stone-like skin, and she's kneeling in front of an altar that just has this big rock on it. It's a very big, shiny rock on top of the altar, and she seems to be praying to herself.
Does she heed my existence when I say hello?
She takes a moment, finishes her prayer, she stands up, turns back, and goes, "Greetings. Have you come to seek Strat's grace?"
Seek whose grace?
Strat, goddess of the mountains.
Ah. I apologize. I am not from around here, obviously.
You know of the goddess Strat, but you don't know much about the religion unless you did a check.
I can try.
Okay. See how much you know about this lady.
I know
Okay.
a decent amount. I just heard her.
Goddess of mountains, typically an enemy of Magmoran in most people's folklore, the god of fire. But she's also married to Os, the god of skies.
Mm.
And people who typically worship one worship the other in some small sense, but favor one over the other.
I see. I came actually not seeking such pleasantries today.
Sorry, Kyle, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Apparently, I'm having.
They're just twigs. They look decorative.
Oh, okay.
But I. It's okay. But I. I wanted to ask you what those twigs were placed there for.
Oh, well, I have no flowers to decorate with, so I do it what I can. If I had some good mountain flowers, they'd just be the best. Truly highlight Strat's glory, but sadly I'm left with only the twigs.
You remind me of someone from back home. Perhaps I can get them for you when I head out.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. If you could, I'd be ever so grateful.
What kind do you need?
Just anything, any flowers will do, but mountain flowers especially would be just fantastic.
I don't know how long they'll survive, but I'll do what I can.
Seeds, they'll survive, well, the trip back here at least.
All right.
And she goes back to praying after thanking you again. All right. So I take it everyone makes their way back to the boat for a rest after a while?
Just before I leave, what do I see?
It's a pretty empty tower. It's very tall. There are these rickety stairs going up to the top where there was once a bell, but you can see the mechanism for the bell, and the bell's just gone. It's not there anymore. There seems to be some broken pews on the sides of the room, just broken down. This place has seen way better days.
Before I leave, I ask her what happened here.
Oh, it's nothing. Time happened, dear. No great invasion. Just once there were people here, then I imagine the vortex became what it is now, and then there was just no one left. And so it was left. It was in the state when I got here. I've done what I can, but most of our residents don't come on a daily basis.
Very well. Thank you.
You are welcome. I hope to see you again. So do we all head back to the ship for the long rest?
I like how no one registered.
Yeah.
But Colt registered but the fact that I said
All
hi
right.
in text
Yay.
on the map.
Okay. You head back to the ship. You all settle into your cots. The ship doesn't rock too much. It's sort of like a waterbed. It's nice. And you also eat for 8 hours. Everyone is back up to full health.
Woohoo.
Woo! How does XP work?
We're going to do a milestone system for this one. So after, I'll tell you when you level up, and we'll do it off screen. We'll do it off screen, just for the sake of brevity.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
All right. You wake up. Derek, I take it you go check on your darts.
Yep.
Lilith apparently flies up to the top of the tower. You can have a great view of the village. There's sort of this farmland over here. Just this horrid ground with these just awful looking crops. It's not good. And then there are just houses everywhere. None of them look decent. He appears to be in the same position he was the other day, just finishing up on your darts. He says, "Greetings. I've completed him. I've completed your darts. They're pretty nice, if I do say so myself." And he hands you 5 + 1 darts. He goes, "They're very fragile. I imagine you'll only get 1 throw out of each of them." The darts are basically the proboscis with bits of the wings attached to help them fly better. So they'll do a little extra damage and be a bit more accurate with your throwing. And you have 5 of them. Okay? Dirk?
Kyle?
I'm alone.
Kyle? What?
Kyle? Is Kyle eating Taco Bell again?
Probably.
Doug?
How long are you guys wanting to play today?
We're about to the end of what I have prepared.
All right. I'm just asking because my parents were wanting to do some stuff with me sometime today, and I wasn't sure what to tell them. So I
Okay.
didn't know when we
We
would
can
be
either
finished.
end as we set out or after this next encounter. Kyle! Oh, he died.
Yep, he's dead.
Dirk has an aneurysm.
Dirk passes out from the amazement of how good these darts look.
They look wicked. They look like little mosquito. Like they look like it's like throwing a mosquito at people. So in addition to doing damage, they'll also be creeped right the heck out.
They're also poison tipped, and he accidentally got some of the poison in his bloodstream.
Alright guys, how about we end it here today then?
Yeah, this is a good place to end it.
Alright.
This is a good place to end it because I can prepare more and we